Hi everyone, and welcome to nearly the end of the fall session. So I want to just take a few minutes and share with you another video. Congratulations and motivation to kind of keep you going until the very end. I want to congratulate each of you on making it to this point, and it has been a pleasure watching you grow in your development of your ideas, in thinking and in writing. Watching you grow as a researcher and developing your ideas. Sometimes I kind of go back to the beginning of the introduction and start to see how you have actually developed as a person over time. So I hope you're seeing the same growth that I am, and it's been a pleasure. A couple of things for this week and the remainder of class. Again, we're going to be doing the rough draft and peer review. Timeliness is important with this one here. And as one of our reflections and workshops have indicated, we really want that peer review to be helpful for writers and for ourselves to kind of look at somebody else's writing and start to kind of compare it to our own, whether or not we are on the right track. So I want to make sure that you're up to speed on that, and that will be later on this week. The second thing I want to talk to you about is making sure that you're engaging in the workshops. I've kind of noticed a little bit of a slipping, as you know, the Thanksgiving holiday was just recently upon us, and people's habits got a little bit off track with that. These workshops are crucial and related to the annotations, related to sourcing, related to logical fallacies. They are all very helpful in helping you kind of narrow down and perfecting your writing in this last particular essay. So they are really, really important. If you miss a deadline for a workshop, I would rather have you engage in the workshop and let me give you feedback, even if it's late, rather than not engaging with it at all. So that's, you know, in the real world, the face-to-face world, that would be like you coming to me saying, hey, Mrs. Kiter, I just want to pass these ideas for you. I know I missed the assignment, but I really appreciate your feedback. That is so much more important to me than not doing it at all, even if the points are a little bit less. I'm not worried about the points. I'm more concerned about your learning and developing in your thinking, because that does translate into what you put together in your essays, which are the most heavily weighted on the point side. The final thing I want to share with you, it's been a pleasure to have you be honest and share with me your reflections and your growth, your connections with your chosen career and your pathways. I hope that you've taken time to review my feedback, which I do put in the grade book area rather than actually in the discussions, because I believe that that feedback is private to you, and I want to make sure that you're gaining that. To that extent, it's also so important that you are looking at the feedback. I'm a firm believer that feedback is an important piece of how we learn. And if you ever have any questions or you want me to clarify, you need a phone call, these last couple of weeks would be the appropriate time to kind of hone in on that and making sure that you're landing on solid footing and that you're finishing off really strong. All right, I look forward to seeing you in those discussions on the workshops and looking forward to your final essays. If I don't talk to you before then, have a great rest of your semester. And as you can see, I have my little tree up, so happy holidays. Bye-bye.